What if I told you that just 20 minutes each morning could dramatically improve your health, balance, and even happiness, no matter your age? Especially after 70, staying fit doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It's about building small, powerful habits that protect your independence and keep your body strong. In today's video, before we begin, hit that like button to support this kind of healthy content. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments, what city are you watching from? We'd love to hear from our senior warriors around the world. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your body just isn't what it used to be? The joints are a little stiffer, the muscles take a bit longer to warm up, and sometimes it feels easier to just stay in bed than face the day. If that sounds familiar, you're nodding alone. In fact, after the age of 70, many seniors begin. Now imagine this. You wake up feeling light and energized. You stretch your arms, take a deep breath, and your body responds with ease. You step out of bed confidently, your balance steady and your movement strong. You feel sharper, more focused, and ready to enjoy your day, whether it's gardening, walking with friends, or play. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 3 simple but powerful morning routines that thousands of seniors around the world are using to stay fit, alert, and independent well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. These aren't extreme workouts. They're not trends or fads. These are safe, science-backed movements. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments below. I'd love to know where our amazing senior community is tuning in from. Whether you're in New York, Jakarta, Melbourne, Nairobi, or a small town somewhere peaceful, we're all united by one powerful goal: to age. Also, if you're passionate about healthy aging, make sure you click that like button to support this kind of content. It helps the algorithm show it to more people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We post videos like this every week covering topics like senior fitness, nutrition, memory support, and daily wellness habits. Now let me quickly explain why mornings are so important for people over 70. As we age, our circadian rhythm, that's the body's internal clock, starts to shift. We tend to wake up earlier and get tired earlier. This makes the morning the perfect window to build healthy habits, because your brain is still fresh and your energy hasn't been depleted. But unfortunately, many seniors fall into a pattern of slow mornings filled with inactivity, sitting on the edge of the bed, scrolling through the phone, or skipping movement altogether. Over time, this leads to tight joints, poor circulation, weaker muscles, and more stiffness. That's why a structured but gentle routine in the morning. In this video, we're going to cover the 3 key pillars of a senior-friendly morning routine. First, we'll focus on mobility, which means waking up the joints and muscles through simple, relaxing stretches. These movements help prevent falls, reduce stiffness, and set the tone for the day. Then we'll move on to balance and core strength. And don't worry, we're not just going to talk about it. We'll show you exactly how to do each step in real time, with modifications depending on your fitness level. Whether you're active or just getting started, these routines are for you. You don't need to be flexible, athletic, or experienced. You just need to start. One small step each. So grab a comfortable chair, wear something loose, and get ready to transform your mornings into something healing and empowering. Let's take this journey together, because aging isn't about slowing down, it's about growing smarter. Your best years aren't behind you, they're right in front of you. And it all starts with how you begin your day. Are you ready? Let's get into the first morning routine that's going to change the way you feel after 70. Let's go. Let's start by understanding why the morning is the most powerful time of day for seniors to take care of their body, mind, and health. You may think of mornings as just the time between waking up and breakfast, but in reality, it's a golden opportunity, especially after the age of 70. While younger people may be able to push through bad habits, science shows that seniors who engage in structured morning routines, even simple ones, experience greater cognitive function, better mood regulation, improved physical strength, and reduced risk of falling. It's not magic, it's biology. Our brains and bodies love rhythm, predictability, and positive stimulation. After the age of 70, you may have noticed that your body feels stiffer when you first wake up. That's because during sleep, your muscles lose some elasticity and your joints stay in a fixed position for hours. Blood circulation also slows down a bit. So when you wake up and immediately sit in a chair for another hour without moving, your body isn't getting the activation it needs. And it's not just about muscles and joints. Your brain also benefits from morning movement. Studies have shown that light activity within 30 minutes of waking helps regulate the hormone cortisol, which plays a big role in energy, stress, and inflammation. When cortisol stays too high for too long, it can lead to fatigue. Let's not forget the mental and emotional side of morning routines. After 70, it's common to experience more moments of isolation, less structure in the day, and even feelings of uncertainty about aging. A consistent, nourishing morning routine creates a sense of purpose and control. You start the day by doing something positive for yourself. Another key reason why mornings are essential is that your body is more adaptable at the beginning of the day. Think of your nervous system like a volume dial. When you first wake up, it's quiet, still, and open to suggestion. That's the perfect time to introduce positive stimulation like light stretching, balance training, or mindful breathing. Many seniors also find that when they begin their day with intentional movement, their habits throughout the rest of the day improve. They eat better, they sit less, they take more walks, they feel more alert. That's because your morning actions send a message to your subconscious. Today, I'm a person who takes care of my health. Let's also address a common misconception. I'm too old to change. This couldn't be further from the truth. Your body is always adapting. Even after 70, you can grow stronger, more balanced, and more focused. In fact, some of the most dramatic improvements happen in this stage of life because you finally have the time to care for your. Here's another amazing benefit of a morning routine. It helps improve sleep quality. That's right, movement in the morning sets your circadian rhythm in motion, helping your body understand when to be alert and when to wind down. Seniors who stretch or walk in the morning often report falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up feeling more refreshed. You may be wondering, what time should you start your routine? The answer is as soon as you're comfortably awake and alert. For some people, that's 6:30 a.m. For others, it's 8 or even 9 o'clock. What matters is consistency. Choose a time that works for you and try to stick with it. It's not about waking up early. It's about building a rhythm that your body. Lastly, let's talk about something powerful: dignity. As we grow older, we're often told what we can't do anymore. But a morning routine is a way of taking your power back. It's a quiet act of self-respect. You're saying, my body is still mine. My health is still important. I choose to move. So now that you understand why mornings matter so much after 70, it's time to get practical. In the next section, I'll walk you through the first of the 3 powerful routines that are designed specifically for senior health and mobility. These aren't workouts. They're daily habits that feel good, build strength, and restore energy. And let's move into the first step: gentle mobility and stretching. Grab a chair, clear a small space, and get ready to wake your body up one movement at a time. But now that we've explored why mornings matter so much after the age of 70, it's time to introduce the first of 3 powerful routines that can help transform your mornings and your overall health. I call this one the wakey-wakey routine, and it's all about gentle mobility and stretching. No pain, no pressure, just waking up the body with. When we talk about mobility, we're referring to your ability to move freely and easily without stiffness, discomfort, or fear of injury. As we age, our joints, particularly the shoulders, hips, knees, and spine, tend to lose some of their natural fluidity. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. Over time, decreased mobility can. So here's how the wakey-wakey routine works. It takes just 5 to 10 minutes, and you don't need any equipment. Just a comfortable chair, a bit of open space, and your willingness to breathe and move with care. We start with neck rolls. Sit or stand tall. Relax your shoulders and gently roll your neck in slow circles, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. You're not forcing anything, just loosening tension. The neck is where many people hold stress, and gentle movement here can reduce headaches and improve posture. Next, we move to shoulder shrugs and circles. Raise your shoulders toward your ears as you inhale and drop them down as you exhale. Then do small circles with your shoulders forward and backward. These movements activate your upper back and shoulders, helping prevent that hunched posture many people struggle with after 70. Better posture means better breathing and balance. From here, let's go to the arms and hands. Reach both arms out in front of you. Slowly open and close your fists. Then gently rotate your wrists in circles. Shake out your hands to release tension. Our hands are so important for daily activities: cooking, writing, holding, gripping, and keeping them flexible. Now we move to the spine with seated or standing twists. If seated, place your right hand on your left knee and gently twist your upper body to the left while keeping your hips in place. Hold for a breath or two, then switch sides. Twisting improves spinal flexibility, helps digestion, and feels incredible. After that, gently move into toe touches, but don't worry if you can't reach your toes. Stand or sit, hinge at the hips, and reach your hands toward your knees, shins, or feet, wherever is comfortable. The goal here is to lengthen your hamstrings and lower back, which helps with walking, standing, and preventing low. Now let's focus on the hips and legs, which are key to mobility and fall prevention. Try knee lifts. Seated or standing, slowly raise one knee at a time as if marching in place. This gently activates your hip flexors and thighs. You can do this with hand support if needed. Follow this with ankle rolls. Lift one foot up. Another excellent move is the seated cat-cow stretch. Sit tall, place your hands on your knees. Inhale, push your chest forward and arch your back slightly. Exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin toward your chest. Repeat this slowly 4 to 5 times. This movement loosens your back. As you work through these stretches, remember, breathe slowly and steadily. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Let your breath guide your movement. You're not in a rush. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. Here's a sample stretcher to follow. Neck rolls, 30 seconds each direction. Shoulder circles, 10 forward, 10 backward. Wrist and hand stretch, 30 seconds. Spinal twist, 15 seconds each side. Toe reach, 15 to 20 seconds. Knee lifts, 10 reps per leg. Ankle rolls, 5 reps per direction, each foot. Seated cat-cow, 5 slow breaths. This whole routine takes just around 7 minutes. But if you have more time and want to repeat it once more, go ahead. It's safe, it's soothing, and your body will thank you. Let's talk briefly about timing. The best time to do the wakey-wakey routine is right after brushing your teeth and drinking a glass of water. You don't need to wait until after breakfast, and you definitely don't need to warm up before doing this. It is the warm-up. If you're on medication in the morning, check with your doctor about any timing considerations. Otherwise, you can also enhance the experience by playing soft music, opening the windows for natural light, or even following along with a mirror to see your form. Over time, this routine will become second nature and something you look forward to each day. And remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to push your body hard. You just need to show up every morning. The results will come. Less stiffness, more energy, better balance, and greater confidence in your own body. You might be thinking, is this really enough to make a difference? The answer is yes. Gentle mobility routines have been shown in studies to improve physical performance, reduce pain, and support brain health in older adults. More importantly, they help you feel more connected to your body, more in control, more empowered, and more alive. So now that your body is feeling looser, warmer, and more awake, it's time to move on to the second pillar of your morning health transformation. In the next part, we'll focus on balance and core training, two essential components that help prevent falls, support your spine, and maintain your independence. Let's keep moving, and I'll show you how to train your balance, gently, safely, and effectively right from home. Welcome to the second part of your powerful morning routine. After waking up your joints and muscles with gentle mobility and stretching, it's time to focus on two of the most important and overlooked areas of senior fitness: balance and core strength. This part of your morning routine is what I call the Stand Strong series, and for a good reason. It helps. Here's a surprising fact. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults, and many of them happen at home, during routine activities like walking across the room, turning around, or getting out of bed. But here's the encouraging part. Most of these falls are preventable. Let's start by understanding what balance actually means. Balance is your body's ability to stay upright and steady, whether you're moving or standing still. It's controlled by 3 main systems: your muscles and joints, your vision, and your inner ear, the vestibular system. Over time, all three can lose sharpness, but they can also be retrained. The Stand Strong series is made up of simple, low-impact movements designed to improve your posture, engage your core, and challenge your balance in a safe and gentle way. You don't need any equipment, just a sturdy chair, a wall nearby for support, and your full attention. And we begin with one of the most effective balance exercises, standing on one foot. Hold on to the back of the chair or place your hand lightly on a wall. Shift your weight onto your left leg and slowly lift your right foot a few inches off the floor. Try to hold this for 10 to 15 seconds, then switch legs. If that feels too, next, we'll do heel-to-toe walking. This is sometimes called the tightrope walk. Find a hallway or clear space. Stand tall and place one foot directly in front of the other so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Walk forward slowly, heel to toe, for about 10 steps. Keep your arms out slightly for balance. Let's now activate your core muscles, those deep abdominal and back muscles that stabilize your spine and keep you upright. Sit in a chair with your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Now try seated kneeless. Raise one knee toward your chest, hold for 2 seconds, then lower it back down. Alternate legs, 10. Another excellent exercise is the half squat using a chair. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, feet hip-width apart. Slowly lower yourself halfway into the chair, not fully sitting, then stand back up. Do this 5 to 10 times, keeping your chest lifted and knees in line with your toes. This builds strength in your thighs and glutes. If you're up for more, try side leg raises. Stand behind a chair, holding it lightly. Shift your weight to one leg and lift the other leg out to the side, slowly and with control. Don't swing. Pause, then lower. Do 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. This targets the outer hips, key muscles for side-to-side balance and hip stability. Throughout this routine, remember to breathe slowly and evenly. Inhale as you prepare, exhale as you move. Never hold your breath. And always prioritize quality over quantity. It's not about how many reps you can do, but how well you can control your movement and keep your body aligned. Here's a sample structure you can follow. Stand on one foot. 2 sets of 15 seconds per leg. Heel-to-toe walk. 10 slow steps. Seated knee lifts. 10 reps per side. Half squats. 5 to 10 reps. Side leg raises. 8 reps per side. This whole segment takes about 8 minutes, and you can reduce or extend it depending on your energy and ability level. If you feel shaky or unsure, always use support. There is no shame in holding on to something. It's smart, safe, and part of the process. You might be wondering, why do we focus so much on balance and core strength? Because these two things directly impact your independence. When your balance is strong, you walk more confidently. You're less likely to fall. You can carry groceries, climb stairs, and navigate uneven ground without fear. And when your core is strong, your spine stays aligned. Balance also boosts brain function. That's right. Research shows that balance training improves cognitive performance because your brain has to stay alert and responsive. It's like a mental workout and a physical workout all in one. So don't think of this as just a set of exercises. Think of it as a way to stay sharp, grounded, and mobile for years. You don't need to spend an hour at a gym or lift heavy weights. These simple movements done every morning are enough to protect your strength, mobility, and dignity. So far, you've loosened your body with gentle stretching and activated your core and balance systems with the Stand Strong series. Now you're ready for the final part of your morning transformation, a short, gentle cardio routine paired with mindful breathing. This next section is designed to elevate your heart rate just a little, clear your mind, and let's take a deep breath. Shake out your arms and legs, and move into the final part of your morning wellness practice, mindful movement and breath. It's simple, calming, and it ties everything together. Proper hydration and a nourishing breakfast are often overlooked pillars of a senior's morning routine, yet they play a critical role in maintaining physical strength, cognitive function, and emotional well-being, especially after the age of 70. As we grow older, our sense of thirst diminishes. Many seniors are simply unaware that. Let's begin with hydration. The moment you wake up, your body has already gone several hours without water. For seniors, this can be even more taxing as kidneys become less efficient with age and water retention decreases. One of the most powerful yet simple routines you can start your day with is drinking a glass of water. Now let's talk about breakfast. Skipping breakfast is never a good idea, especially not after 70. Your body needs fuel to maintain muscle mass, support joint function, and sustain energy levels throughout the day. The key here is choosing a balanced meal. It doesn't have to be complicated. A great senior-friendly breakfast. Avoid sugary cereals, pastries, or heavily processed foods. These may spike your blood sugar quickly, but result in energy crashes later, leaving you feeling tired and sluggish. Instead, opt for slow-digesting carbohydrates and moderate protein that provide lasting energy. Don't forget calcium-rich foods like milk or fortified plants. Let's take a real-life example. Meet Mr. Leonard, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Florida. For years, he used to skip breakfast, surviving only on coffee until lunchtime. He often felt lightheaded in the mornings and couldn't understand why. After consulting a nutritionist, he began drinking a full glass of lemon water upon waking, followed by. It's also important to talk about timing. Seniors should aim to hydrate and eat within an hour of waking. This helps jumpstart the metabolism and provides energy for any physical activity planned later in the morning. And remember, hydration doesn't stop after the first glass of water. Sip water throughout the morning. Herbal teas or infused water can make it more and more. You may also want to include foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like flaxseed or walnuts. These support brain function and help reduce inflammation, which can be particularly helpful for seniors dealing with arthritis or joint pain. And for those who enjoy smoothies, they can be a perfect breakfast option. Just blend a banana. Another tip: if chewing becomes difficult due to dental issues, opt for soft foods like oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. You can still meet your nutritional needs without discomfort. And don't forget probiotics. Fermented foods like kefir or low-sugar yogurt help maintain gut health, which is increasingly linked to immunity and mood regulation. Lastly, seniors who live alone may lose interest in preparing meals just for themselves. If that sounds familiar, try joining a community breakfast group, inviting a neighbor over, or even just eating breakfast while video calling a friend. Emotional connection enhances the eating experience and helps combat loneliness, which can affect appetite. In summary, proper hydration and mindful nutrition are game changers in your morning routine. They might seem simple, but their impact is profound. Seniors over 70 who make hydration and a balanced breakfast a daily habit often report more energy, sharper focus, and better mood regulation throughout the day. It's not just about. In the next section, we'll explore a powerful yet underestimated part of the morning routine: mental and emotional check-ins, including mindfulness and gratitude practices that bring clarity and joy to your day. As we step into the final and perhaps most underestimated part of the powerful morning routine for seniors over 70, we enter the realm of the mind and spirit. While physical movement and good nutrition are vital, our emotional and cognitive well-being are just as crucial, especially as we age. Morning Routine 3 is all about imagine waking up not only to stretch your body and nourish your cells, but also to ignite your mind. One of the most effective ways seniors can do this is by starting the day with mindful meditation or deep breathing exercises. This doesn't need to be long, just 5 to 10 minutes of sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and focusing on the present moment. But engaging the mind goes beyond relaxation. A truly fit mind stays active and challenged. That's why many seniors incorporate mental stimulation into their morning rituals. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, memory games, or simply reading a book or the morning newspaper with a cup of tea. These small habits work like morning push-ups for the brain. Another essential mental health practice is gratitude journaling. Taking just 5 minutes to jot down 3 things you're grateful for can rewire the brain to focus on positivity. It's a habit that many seniors credit for their sense of peace and fulfillment. This doesn't require anything fancy, just a notebook and a willingness to reflect. Writing down alongside mental sharpness is emotional connection, a component often overlooked in solitary routines. After 70, staying socially engaged becomes vital for mental health. That's why some seniors include a connection ritual in their mornings. This might mean calling a friend, sending a kind message to a family member, or video. And then there's spirituality, which means different things to different people. For some, it's reading a passage from a religious text or reciting a prayer. For others, it might mean sitting outside and admiring the sunrise, listening to birdsong, or simply feeling connected to something greater than themselves. Spiritual practices like these foster a deep sense. A beautiful example of this can be seen in the story of Mr. Harold, a retired teacher from Vermont who starts every morning sitting on his porch, sipping herbal tea, reading a short Bible passage, and writing one note of appreciation to someone in his life. At 82, he says this practice is the reason he feels young at heart. This part of the routine, though not physically demanding, plays a powerful role in longevity and happiness. Mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual grounding are often what differentiate those who merely survive from those who thrive after 70. And when combined with gentle movement and nourishing food, this trifecta. So, if you or a loved one are exploring ways to stay fit after 70, remember, don't skip the mental and spiritual breakfast. Even just 10 to 20 minutes of quiet reflection, gratitude, connection, and brain stimulation each morning can dramatically uplift the quality of life. As we wrap up this 6th part of the series, take a moment to ask yourself, or someone close to you, what thoughts start your day? Are they intentional and uplifting? Or are they passive and reactive? What could change if you began each morning with clarity and purpose? In the next and final part of this video series, we'll summarize everything we've discussed, from movement to mindset, and share a final moral message that ties it all together. But before we move on, remember, if this part resonated with you, let us know in the comments. What morning habits help you stay mentally and emotionally fit? Aging is a journey, one filled with stories, wisdom, and the beauty of embracing each sunrise with purpose. In this final part, we reflect on the deeper meaning behind the morning routines we've explored. They're not just tasks to be checked off a list. They are daily affirmations, rituals that whisper to the body and mind. Let's go back to the core routines we've discussed. Gentle stretching was more than just a way to warm up the joints. It became a daily dialogue with the body, listening to what feels tight, what needs release, and what movements restore fluidity and balance. For seniors, this isn't just about flexibility. It's about maintaining independence. Then we embraced mindful movement, whether it was a calming Tai Chi flow or a simple balance practice in the living room. It may seem slow, even meditative, but for older adults, it's these intentional movements that retrain the brain and body to stay grounded. Falls are one of the biggest risks for seniors, but a morning movement routine. And let's not forget the nourishing breakfast, a moment to feed the body with fiber, protein, healthy fats, and hydration. But it's also an opportunity for mindfulness. How many of us have rushed through meals, barely tasting the food, distracted by phones or television? For seniors, breakfast can become a ritual of gratitude. What makes all of this beautiful is how adaptable these routines are. No matter your age, fitness level, or limitations, there's always a way to begin. A chair stretch, a few deep breaths, a cup of warm water with lemon, it all counts. The biggest mistake we make is thinking that health is all a mething game. It isn't. As we wrap up, here's something to remember. Morning routines are not just about fitness. They're about setting the tone for your day. A good morning opens the door to a good afternoon, and a good afternoon leads to a peaceful night. And when this rhythm becomes your lifestyle, your days feel more empowered, more centered, and more meaningful. We'd love to know where you're watching this from. Drop your city in the comments below. Let's see where our amazing senior community is tuning in from. And if this video inspired you, please leave a like, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful, heart-centered wellness content. Your health is your gift to yourself